Thanks for tuning in to watch this episode. We are cruising down the beaches and heading towards Treasure Island to check out the most expensive and least expensive home currently on the market. We are driving past what is known as John's Pass Village and Boardwalk. It's on our left-hand side. It's a bunch of shops, restaurants, bars. They do boat and jet ski rentals. It's a really neat, eclectic little place. They're constantly updating, changing things that are there. And it's a really neat thing to go and check out to occupy your day. You can see, probably from the last video of St. Pete Beach, that the beaches are a lot busier now. We're in phase 2 of reopening since COVID, and you definitely see more people and action on the beach. We are heading over the John's Pass Bridge right now, which is going to bring us into Treasure Island. And you'll notice on our right-hand side, the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of boaters, parasailing going on out there. It is an absolutely gorgeous day today. It's about 88, 89 degrees out. Summer is here. Our water has this beautiful turquoise colors to it. Absolutely gorgeous. And we just went over John's Pass, which is the pass right there, and we have a lot of animal life, dolphin pods, things like that are super active over there. So if you take a little boat ride or jet ski tour over there, you are sure to see some dolphins. So we're driving into Treasure Island right now, and you'll notice that there's a good little mix of little hotels. This one coming up on our right is a larger hotel, a little bit different than St. Pete Beach. Not as many high-rise hotels, but really cute area right on the beach and the intercoastal. Shake Shack coming up. And they are doing some road work and little things out here, keeping up with everything well. Got an ambulance coming up, so I'm pulling over. Sorry if it gets loud. So right now we are heading to the most expensive house on Treasure Island. And we're going to be going back into one of the little finger islands back here that's known as Capri Isle. And this home sits on the intercoastal. Again, we have resident pods of dolphins back there, lots of bird activity, fish, so I'm sure that home gets wonderful views of all of that animal activity. And you'll notice on the main drag here, we're on Gulf Boulevard. The places that flank this are more so hotels, motels, restaurants, things like that. When you turn into these little finger islands like we're doing right now is where you get into the much more residential area to where it's primarily homes. There are some condos scattered through there, but Gulf Boulevard is where more restaurants, bars, hotels are at. So you kind of get the best of both worlds because you're in a residential area, but just a few blocks up is all the hustle and bustle to get to. And you'll notice that everything is really green right now. We're coming into that time of year where we get a lot of afternoon showers, so everything is getting super hydrated and looking lush. So this is taking us into Capri Isle right now, and we're going to go over this little bridge you see ahead, and that is what takes us into the little finger island. And so you should be able to see when we go over and coming up to it, we're going over a little canal, and that's what a lot of these neighborhoods are on, are these small canals, which is awesome because it's private. It stays a lot calmer back there when you're docking your boat and jet skis and things like that. But then you could see when we went over the John's Pass Bridge, it's a short boat ride to get out to the Gulf of Mexico. And on days like today, where it is absolutely calm and gorgeous turquoise water, it's beautiful to be out there. So what we're driving by right now is a lot of the little condos that are out here. And you'll probably noticed compared to the St. Pete Beach video, a lot of these condos are smaller as well, so more 2 and 3 story rather than the large high rise, which makes it a little bit cozier out here. And a lot of these condos and townhomes out here offer boat docking, so a lot of these will convey with a dock, or you have the option to rent one or purchase one separately, which is really nice. So even though you might not be interested in a house, you still have the flexibility to be able to have a boat or a jet ski or even paddle boards or kayaks if you want to launch them right from your backyard. So now we turned off that main drag of Capri Isle, and you'll see that we're getting into homes more than condominiums, things like that. There's no HOA or deed restrictions out here, but you'll notice that everyone cares for their properties very well. Everything's manicured, and again, we've had those afternoon showers, so everything's nice and bright and green and healthy. And it's just a cute neighborhood. On the left-hand side, they've got a new build going up. So you got a nice combination of newer built homes, older homes that have been redone, but it's concise across the board that everyone keeps up their properties very well back here. And because the main drag is behind us, there's not a lot of traffic back here. So the only traffic you're going to have back here is if you live back here, if you're having visitors, or someone coming to maintain your property, whether it be construction or landscaping or something like that. So there is a little bit of seclusion and privacy back here, which is nice. And you can kind of see driving by too that we have a nice range of homes, some smaller, some larger. And the highest priced home is the one that we're coming up to, and that one will not disappoint. And so you'll notice too, they have a lot of signs up, children at play, things like that, so they try to have a conscious effort to encourage people to drive safely through the neighborhoods and just maintain good community all the way around. So on our left-hand side, we are coming up to what is the most expensive home for sale in Treasure Island currently. I'll pull over because someone's behind me. And so this home is 790 123rd Avenue. That's in Treasure Island, Florida, 33706. It is a tri-level home, so the bottom floor looks like it is garage. There's probably some extra living space down there as well, and then the 2 additional floors are your main living space. This one has 4 beds and 4 bathrooms, has its own pool, and it is listed at $2,380,000. Now, the total square footage in this, including garage and everything, is 6,800 square foot, just slightly over that. So this is a large home. It does look right out on the intercoastal waterway there. Very open view. It's not in a canal where it's looking, across the way at a neighbor or anything like that. But this does not disappoint. And this one was built in 2009. So it is considered a newer home. You see some out here that were built in the 70s and 80s that have been redone, but this one is newer. So that is the highest priced home in Treasure Island currently. And it's really nice. This is at like a little end cul-de-sac. It's got a nice circular driveway. And I love when they mimic the mailbox to the house. So it is painted the same color. It's enclosed. It just gives a nice cohesive look to everything. And then you can see we're driving to the end of this little cul-de-sac here, and there are some homes that are equally as large, and then you have some that are smaller as well. But all in all, the neighborhood is cared for and kept up with very well. So any sort of property you buy back here will maintain its value because the neighborhood and the community all maintain, which helps with that. And you can kind of see we're getting a little peek-see right here at the intercoastal, and that is going to take you out to the left towards John's Pass and go underneath that bridge we drove over. But again, you can see the water is just absolutely gorgeous today. Not very windy today. It's just a nice sunny Florida summer day. And we're going to drive by the most expensive house. Again, it's going to be on my right hand side. We're pulling up to it right now. give you a little bit of a different view. But this one has a lot of mature landscaping, really tall palm trees. They do have what appears to be travertine, which is encompassing the whole bottom level. So that's just a super nice finish that they put on there. 2-car garage, and it does appear that the garage goes all the way back, so you can probably fit more than 2 cars in there. So we are cruising out of Capri Isle, and now we are heading towards the least expensive home on Treasure Island currently, and that one is located in Isle of Palms. And again, we're going to go back out to the main drag on Gulf Boulevard, where a lot of the hotels, restaurants, all the hustle and bustle is, and then we'll turn into another little finger island, and that's going to be Isle of Palms. And it's probably going to be pretty similar to what it's like back here, with the nice manicured lawns, smaller and larger homes, a good mix. So a lot of the little finger islands out here are similar, but all offering different style and size homes. And so you can see we have sprinklers going on, so we got to wipe those out of the way. But everyone's watering, keeping up with their lawns really well, so that's great. And you'll notice on the little side throughs to these little finger islands, as I'm driving, there's not a lot of traffic. So like I said before, there's really no reason to have a ton of traffic back here, because it's only residents, guests, or people working on homes. So that's really nice. You don't have to worry about that. A lot of the properties back here as well have larger lots, especially some of the large homes, obviously, because the home is bigger. But some of the smaller homes have large lots as well. You can see as we're driving through and driving by. And we do have a good amount of homes for sale back here. So there's a nice wide variety fitting a lot of different budgets, a lot of different sizes, styles that you're looking for. So we do have a good flow of inventory back here. So we are turning back into the area that has a lot more condos, townhomes. You'll notice that there's a lot of sidewalks through all of these neighborhoods. It's a really walk and dog friendly area. So you can go out for a stroll, ride bikes, rollerblade. It's super accommodating to that. And again, lots of nice landscaping all around. So right now we're going to go over that little bridge that we originally went over that brought us back to this little finger island, and that's going to take us back on the Gulf Boulevard. Now, Isle of Palms is just a short drive from here, just about 3 minutes. So we'll shoot over there really quick. And you can kind of see going over a lot of those condos and townhomes, like I said before, do have docks. So if you are a boater or jet skier, just kayaks, paddleboards, they're accommodating to that. So you don't necessarily have to own a home out here to have that water lifestyle. You can get a condo or a townhome, which for people that are getting a second home or a vacation home, sometimes that's a lot more convenient because it kind of cares for itself. You know, you lock up and leave and you don't really have to worry about anything. And then when you come back, you open up and you're ready to hit the road. You don't have to do any landscaping or pool cleaning or anything like that. It's all already taken care of. And like I said before, you can see Gulf Boulevard right here. We're turning back onto a lot more hustle bustle than the last video on St. Pete Beach. We're in phase 2 of reopening, so our restaurants are at a normal operating rate with COVID guidelines still in effect to a certain amount. Waiters, staff wearing masks for protection and everything like that. And then some of the bars have opened up at half capacity as well. So we're getting back to normal down here. And you can see there's people on the road enjoying the beach life. Like I said, it's a gorgeous day today. And we've had quite a few gorgeous days in a row. So summer is here in full effect. So driving down Gulf Boulevard from where we were, this is just a short drive to Isle of Palms. And you'll notice that many of the streets on the left-hand side are going to be these little finger islands that we go into, and that's more of the neighborhood style. versus all the hotels and things like that on the main drag. To our right is the public beach access out here. So they have restrooms, things like that, parking, and then you're free to use the beach all day long, which is wonderful. So even if you don't live over here, you still have access to the beach easily. And then you'll notice this is really similar to the other side. We're getting onto that little finger island, so we have the little bridge that takes us there. And a little community park in front of us out here. And then a good amount of these places we're coming up on are smaller homes, and then we're going into the area where you have some larger homes as well. So there's a nice mix of everything back here. And we are going to be pulling up to the lowest priced home on Treasure Island currently. And the address for this home is 11125 2nd Street East. That's in Treasure Island, Florida, 33706. This home is priced at $325,000, so quite a significant amount less than the last home we just saw. This one's only a 2-bed, 1-bath. It is not on the water, and it's just under 1,000 square foot. It's 990 square feet. So, like I said before, driving through here, you have a wide variety, not only of size of homes, but of prices. So the other one was just over $2 million, and this one is $325,000. This one was built in 1956 and does need that special touch to update it, but it's in a prime location, short drive to the beach. The beach access is just right across from where we entered. So like I said before, you have a lot of options for almost any budget. And some of the condos and townhomes out here are even lower priced than this home. So there is a lot of versatility out here. And then driving through here, ahead of us is kind of that area where you have some more condos, townhomes, things like that. But we're going to loop around and you'll see that this little finger island as well has smaller and larger homes mixed in too. And then also prime water access, whether you're in a condo, a townhome, or a house. So you'll see, pulling up here on our right hand side is a brand new built home, and it is gorgeous. So there's lots of options, older, newer, all sorts of stuff. So Treasure Island is a great spot if you're looking to have beach life with a little privacy, being that the homes are pushed back in these little finger islands, but then you're just a quick walk right up to Gulf Boulevard where all the hustle and bustle is. And then this little area has its own little private park with playground, which is awesome. So that's a short walk as well. It's family friendly for that. And again, there's sidewalks flanking everything back here. So if you're a walker, a runner, taking the dogs for a stroll, it's super accommodating to that as well. So that was a little slice of Treasure Island. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, comment below, like this video, and click the button to subscribe and see what we're coming up with next. I hope you guys have a great day.